Greetings, my lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back. Today I'll be eating another MRE, and it's going to be this one. And this is a meal ready to eat, menu 4, pork sausage with gravy. This is the meal ready to eat. This is issued by the US government to soldiers. This is one entire meal. So I've eaten several military rations. If you're interested in seeing more, I shall put the playlist down below where you can see them all. If you like these kinds of videos, don't forget to subscribe for more eating. All right, let's get started. And this is the pork sausage with gravy, menu 4. So here's the peelable seal. I'm gonna get this open. This one's actually quite cooperative. The last one I had did not want to open. And here we are. These bags are really, really tough, made of really thick plastic and great to be reused for some other purpose. So we have the sundries packet. We have the flameless ration heater, hot beverage bag, cheese bread, industrial spoon, tropical punch flavored, no fruit juice. Dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. Toaster pastry, frosted brown sugars. Here's the actual ration, pork sausage and cream. And here's some crackers, shrink wrapped. Let's check out what's in the sundry bag. Looks to be a packet of sugar, moist towelette, iodized salt, non-dairy creamer, some gum, toilet paper, taster's choice, coffee, and some matches. These matches look like the typical matches. Okay. This looks like it might be the cinnamon kind since it's in the red pack, but we shall see. Some good old TP for later. So first, I'm going to clean up my hands. Let's open up our moist towelette. These it doesn't smell lemony at all, or very alcohol-y for that matter, but I imagine it has some kind of disinfectant in it. That's the actual ration. So let's open this guy up. Feel some meaty chunks. All right, so next let's heat it up in our flameless ration heater. Place our ration inside. We're gonna lift it up a little bit, and then we're gonna add water right to that line. Just a couple teaspoons really, not much water at all. Just a little splash. And then slide it all the way down. Give it a little shake, make sure the chemicals get wet. Now we're gonna insert it back into its box for insulation and keep it tilted up so the water doesn't leak out. So while our meal is cooking, let's taste some other things. This is dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. It says add 2 to 4 ounces of water, stir and consume promptly within 1 hour. So 2 to 4 ounces is about 1/4 to 1/2 cup. It says to make sure to take out the oxygen absorber in there. It smells good. It smells a little bit coconutty and kind of milky. And you can see the granola in there. It's kind of coated with a powder, and there are lots of dried blueberries in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of our water in there. Stir it up. Pour it out so you can see what it looks like. It has a really beautiful purple color to it, actually. It smells pretty good. It smells a little bit like ice cream. Itadakimasu. And it tastes pretty good too. It's not as coarse as I expected it to be. Granola can be really, really dry and just kind of rough in your mouth because it's all the dry oats, but it's quite nice. It has a really good flavor, coconutty and blueberried and a little bit crunchy. It's like boxed breakfast cereal, but a little bit more hearty. And actually very tasty. Next, let's try the crackers. So these are crackers packed in this shrink wrap package. And wow, here they are. They're like a giant saltine. There's 2 of them. And here is some cheese bread. This seems pretty solid. I'm going to warm it up a little bit in my hands to knead it and see if I can get it to spread. Break the cracker up here. Oh, it actually is quite light. It's just like a saltine cracker. I was expecting it to be really dry because it looked like hardtack. All right, now we're gonna add some cheese spread to our cracker. And this looks just like the cheese spread that you would find in those little handy snacks when you were a kid. It smells like it too. It smells a bit like Velveeta and mac and cheese. All right, let's give that a taste. Here we go. And it tastes exactly like that. It tastes exactly like the handy snacks cheese that came in those little trays with the little red stick. salty and processed American cheesy, kind of like Velveeta or American cheese slices. Not bad. The cracker itself is quite dry. It's not as rich as those handy snack crackers. It's not buttery at all. It's definitely more like a saltine, but with a little firmer bite. And just lightly salted, not salty at all actually. Not bad, but not exactly great either. All right, so let's check on our ration. Let's take this out. Let's make our coffee so we can add that while the Flemish ration heater is still hot. I'm gonna add 6 ounces of water to this. Instant coffee. Get all the air out of that. Shake that to dissolve. Let's take the meal out and then we'll add the drink in there while this is still relatively warm. Seal that up and let that heat up while we eat our meal. Here's this pork sausage and cream gravy. It's pretty warm. All right, there it is. And I must say, not particularly attractive, but it is gravy and sausage after all. So it looks like the sausage is chopped up, has this really thick gravy, and you can see lots of pepper. So let's give that a taste. All right, itadakimasu. And it's not bad, especially if you're into sausage and gravy. So there's lots of pieces of sausage in there, and the sausage tastes like breakfast sausage. It has a nice sagey flavor to it, and it's nicely peppered. And it's in a creamy white sauce that has lots of black pepper, so again, has a little bit of spice in the sauce as well. But you definitely have to like sausage. If you don't like sausage, you definitely won't like this. I would say the texture is a little off-putting because it is so kind of goopy and pasty. Now let's try some on a cracker. It is quite salty, because I think it'll taste better on a cracker. Let's try it. I definitely like it better on a cracker. To me, it tastes like breakfast, and now I just want a side of hash browns and some ketchup and Tabasco, and then I think I'd be good to go. Oh, a fried egg would be nice too. This is beverage-based powder tropical punch. It says add half a canteen cup, which is 12 ounces of water, which works out to be about a cup and a half of water. Whoa, add our punch beverage-based powder. Whoa. Oh, it smells like Kool-Aid. And then add our 12 ounces of water. And it smells like Hawaiian punch. Cheers. Yep, that tastes like Hawaiian punch. It's sweet, it tastes very artificial, and has a little bit of acidity in it, and tastes like guava, punchy, tropical punch flavor. It actually tastes pretty good in the sense that it is a throwback to your kind of kindergarten, preschool days in which this stuff was golden. But out in the field, I'm sure this is really quenching. So this is the toaster pastry, and it's the frosted brown sugar. It sounds like it's going to be something like a Pop-Tart. Oh, and it is. That's great. An actual Pop-Tart. It's probably really great to see something that is very familiar, right? So I haven't had a Pop-Tart in a really long time. And this is the brown sugar and cinnamon. And there it is. You put them in the toaster, of course, and you warm them up so it gets kind of melty and gooey. Yeah, so it smells like a cinnamon roll. It smells great. And it has some icing on top, and there's the brown sugar filling inside. Wow. That's a total childhood throwback as well. This whole ration pack is like my childhood. It tastes like the icing portion of a cinnamon roll. Not bad, but I think it'd probably be a lot better with something to drink. So let's go check on our coffee. We get our coffee, and it's warm. It's not exactly hot. Let's add it to our mug. This time I shall add some non-dairy creamer, just for a little bit of variation. Give that a stir. My non-dairy creamer is not exactly blending into my coffee, which is kind of gross. Okay, I suppose that's good enough. Yeah, it tastes like instant coffee, but it's coffee, right? Let's try it with this. Definitely a lot better. It really cuts the sweetness and makes this Definitely a lot better. It's interesting how your palate changes, isn't it? As a kid, this was like the best thing ever. And as an adult, it's just too sweet. But with the coffee, it's actually quite nice. The last thing we have is my little gum packet, and I suspect because it's in this red package that this is the cinnamon version. It's been debated that these have a lot of laxative qualities, but I have to confess that I have had no problems in these tastings, so I don't know if it's true or not. Yep, cinnamon. It tastes like Big Red. Nice and cinnamony, and a little bit minty, crisp exterior, and chewy gum center. Nice. Let me know in the comments below if there's any MREs that you'd like to see me eat, and I shall see if I can procure them. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye. So this one looks interesting because it says candy appears like magic.